Hi everyone, welcome back to WH40k Rogue Trader. We're here at Quetza Temer, somewhere over here. Spoke to the Emperor's Vow. Let's just go and land. Did earlier for this. Oh, I've got the level 50. Didn't know. Okay. Right, because that noise is really annoying, I'll pause and level everybody up. Back in a sec. Great start, I know. Okay, so for level 50, I took Tougher Steel. It's just extra wounds. And Hymns of Hatred. Critical hits scored by anyone within the Psyker's line of sight, including the Psyker themselves, increases the Psyker's critical damage by 1% until the end of combat. That stacks. Idira took Extermination. Any damage increased by +1 for every attack. And Instant Exposure. Cassia, Firebrand. The next return given by the character's abilities or talents grants movement points. The target gains +4 additional movement points. If AP, gets +1 additional AP, so she has one of those. And Physical Encouragement. Whenever an ally starts a turn, including an extra turn adjacent to the officer, gain additional movement points equal to 4. So everyone will have extra movement from Pascal's free turn. Well, if the next Cassia, that is. Perfections of 5 are Pascal, +5 all characteristics. And Sharpshooter. If you haven't moved, do extra damage. For every 5 cells between them and the target, and +9 ballistic skill. Yeah, just a little bit of extra. GI, critical hit chance and damage increased by 5% of their dodge. And decisive response. When used voice command or bring it down, first time in combat, it's 1 AP less. And early ed, which I had to take from here. Got combat insight, awareness, improved tactics, demolition, calm aim whisper, ballistic skill, perception, demolition, critical velocity, and instant exposure. And also, because I had to strip of everything, I had the equipper, but I didn't have any armour she can wear. I've chucked it all away and sold it. So she's got no armour. But she probably won't need it. And this is just stuff that was kicking around. Not the best. But you still got 170% dodge. Anyway, that's that. Winterscale shuttle awaited its owner return in vain.
Keep your wits about you.
Funny how he landed right next to there. Rusted containers for transporting supplies. The markings indicate they're several centuries old. Attention, Vox broadcasting possible. Attention, botanical threat, level Alpha 2. Oh, same thing. Okay. Mold, birds, rodents have ruined these fruits of the local vegetation. Let's go this way. I remember this being a minefield. Well, not minefield, it's a maze. with like a one-directional and bi-directional exits. The shuttle disappears in the wild vegetation of the island. Several hours pass before the Rogue Trader finally admits to be aimlessly wandering around in circles. Any attempts to get back on track by retracing steps have failed. A Fox communication cannot reach the ship, and that becomes clear how Calligos Winterscale could get lost in his own world.
Let us not dawdle.
I'll go back that way, okay. Lush overgrown has sprung back in seconds, blocking the way back. The tree has gone. The Winterscale search shuttle crashed during landing. Neither the pilot nor the scouting team survived.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay. Might be another way to get into this one-way entrances to this area. And of course I need the loo. We've only just started, but
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
took me ages to equip her, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. So, where are we? There's nothing else around here, is there? So I guess just move on. The fast hike lasts an entire day. The golden rays of dusk, the Rogue Trader sees a small hill crowned with an aquila. The double-headed eagle-totem made from the plasteel and rockcrete components of an ancient ship. The foot of the hill provides a much less scenic view, however. The soil is stained brown from all the flesh smeared upon it, contrasted only by white specks of bone shards mixed into the dried-up bloody mass. Okay, I can go back. Oh, there's Eldari here. Oh, NDL Kalinin, the Tisha. Monkey will pay for your suffering. Suffering? The spirit stones are shattered, says Tin, and she who thirsts have long finished her feast. We will destroy them, every monkey who... Did you hear that? Soul destroyers are back. Cain fill our hearts with fury.
Xenos scum! You don't belong in this galaxy.
We are called to battle.
I've been ambushed, even though they've been talking for 5 minutes. So only Iliet and me get a free turn. Okay.
Running binary override.
Do it anyway.
Just designate a target.
Derby Rangers. Guards.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
I understand your intent.
You will pay dearly for your actions.
If it serves your cause.
On it. I'll make it happen. The best defense is a good offense.
Another enemy down. fades.
Let's do
I'll see to it personally.
earlier. She's got no health whatsoever. And probably no chill.
I'll make it happen. Who
Yeah.
if not me?
Debuff those, why not? And Pascal. Might as well set that up.
Sire knows all, comprehends all.
Cassia. Buff time.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor. Emperor, give me strength.
Bring it down on me.
I'll
Should be
see
fine.
to it personally. You should feel honored to witness this. I'll make it happen. Your numbers mean nothing to
Yep.
me.
All dead.
The ancestors.
Earlier they attacked me, so shut up. Guardian long rifle.
Did you want something?
Just to loot these bodies, please. Oh, she can have some armor. Dari Ranger armor. The bodies of the Eldari have been hacked to pieces with extreme brutality. Their wounds indicate it was done by a power weapon of some kind. The soil under the bodies has turned a rusty brown from the gore. Gracious Isha, only a true monster is capable of such atrocity. No. What are you talking about?
I always keep my options open.
Sure, you've seen worse on a battlefield. I'm sure you've seen worse just journeying with us. Definitely saw worse than Kamara. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Well, we have one entry, one exit, I guess. The trek among the mountainous forest landscapes is becoming dull. The rogue traders' weary eyes are ready to close of their own accord. And the usual sounds of the forest interrupted by a blood-curdling scream. Curling scream. Should be curdling. The cries are drawn closer and closer, but the source finally appears. A small creature with sleek black fur and a long tail. As if mocking the rogue trader, lets out another piercing cry and scurries away. His yellow hindpaws winking between the tree branches. Okay. Looks like tanks.
Let us not dawdle.
So Vladime has been left in charge of Footfall. Let's see what he will make of this mess with Chorda.
The ability of lay people to draw far-reaching conclusions has been brought into question. Footfall will remain the same.
Well, I've killed Chorda. So wonder if that goes back to the same, or this goes back to the same place.
What do we have here?
A job for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Giant's got higher xenos law than Heretic.
Keep your wits about you.
Aha! Found it. My pleasure.
Is that really all there was? Nothing down here. Oh. There was a path through here as well. Okay. Well. Let's keep going right then. After several hours of traversing the forest, a small mountain blocks the way. Something about the pattern of the stones seemed wrong. A few moments later, it becomes clear that there were cogitated parts glinting at the base of the mountain. Machines appear to have grown into the stone itself, along with the dirt and grass, with the only proof of their artificial origins being occasional flashes of lumens powered by some random unknown impulse. Carcass is lying on a flat stone nearby, cut open, and sacrificed to an unknown god.
Is there money to be made?
Searching is my observance.
And done.
Oh, there's a body there.
None are better at searching.
I have an eye for treasure. A job for me.
Guess there's only one way to go. That's Calligos. Water in the grey. Don't sheath your axe yet, my lord. More game rear the heads, eager to lose them. The mountain muscle next to the laughing rogue trader menacingly rolls its shoulders. You recognise the hulking man as Water in the Grey, arch militant to Calligos Winterscale, who accompanies his master to Magna Assessio. Calligos briskly turns on his heel. The blade of his power axe shines threateningly in the sun, covered in fresh blood. On seeing you, he breaks into a bloodthirsty grin. You repeat yourself, xenos scum. Do you really believe that will fall for your trick twice? Speak with the gods. O Starborn, graciously allow this priest to speak. The one before you is not. Silence. Calligos barks at the old man, his eyes blinded by blood and rage. Do not feed you to the father's birds for one reason, and one reason only. You may still be of use. If you do not want to die with these xenos, shut your mouth. Shiver of unholy delight mixed with visceral fear runs down your spine. It is certain, Calligos' rage is fed by the blood-red flashes of corruption caught tightly around his soul. Ever hungry, primordial and destructive, it consumes him more and more with each passing moment. Calligos, I see you and I are kindred souls in a way. What are you babbling about? You dare compare your pitiful soul to mine, xenos? Mistake. big mistake. The confusion or fury in Calligos' eyes. It seems the Rogue Trader himself is yet to realise what he has become. Morton the Grey casts a curious look at you as soon as you notice. The heady smell of blood hits your nostrils, accompanied by death cries and the sound of tearing flesh assault your ears. This is it, the source of the corruption that has taken hold of Winterscale's soul. Corn, then. As Calligos bares his teeth ominously, the old man quickly starts whispering something in strange seashell-like adornment to ears. Brown sparks flash in Calligos' hair. Cloud of steam suddenly bursts from your mouth. Loathsome old twig. Calligos angrily shakes his head, trying to throw off the Psyker spell. When your gaze meets again, recognition dawns on his face. Is that you, new blood? Fancy meeting you here. What in the void are you doing in my world? Your servants tearfully begged me to return to your voidship. I magnanimously agreed. Winterscale contemptuously spits blood through his cut lip. Useless void-born freaks, when I return I'll tear their legs off for doubt of my strength, and their heads for not being able to settle the problems themselves. Who said I want to return to the voidship? I still haven't met a worthy adversary. One who would grab me by the throat in death grip. The hunt's not yet over, Jellybobs. A wildfire ignites in Calligos' eyes. You know, your lordship, Von Valantis, why didn't you join in the revelry? I was here teaming with xenos bastards. I'm not greedy. There are enough trophies for everyone. Assess Winterscale's condition. Unsurprisingly, at your first meeting, Calligos Winterscale appeared before you in a more favourable light. However, under a layer of dried blood and dirt, you still notice a strange detail. The Rogue Trader appears neither wounded nor exhausted. Having spent a good 30 nights in the forest of Quetza Temer, Winterscale has merely swapped his dazzling smile for a feral grin and entrenched himself in the blood of his enemies. Inspect the retinue. The thin old man looks on with trusting violet eyes, and you notice silvery sparks glimmering within. His body shivers from the slightest gust of wind, yet you can still sense the power contained in his elderly frame. He nods with a meek smile. A panicked Benaric Trull escapes from under the tech priest's hood, and one of her mecha dendrites goes limp, sparking in multiple places at once. The servant of Dominusire gently picks it up and wearily wields her combi tool until the manipulator starts moving again. The tall navigator in ragged clothes of silk and silver proudly wears the coat of House Cassini. Half of his face is ruined by a fresh scar left by acid. Jellybos on Valensis, the navigator nods politely. Though he tries to hide it, his voice is filled with pain and suffering. Someone's got a icon over them. The slith mercenary looks around viciously, frantically clutching their weapon. The body is peppered with wounds, both old and new. Some rotting, some almost healed. The yellow pupils narrow when you lock eyes, but the xenos quickly loses interest. Morton the Grey has not changed much since your last meeting. Still the same brute of a man with bloodshot eyes and a dull expression on his face. However, unlike Calligos' other servants, the arch militant does not look exhausted, and neither does Calligos. Both are filled with rage and thirst for battle, as if the hunt has only just begun. Morton, you're not as simple as you seem. Why are you plotting? Plotting? I'm merely a loyal servant to my lord. As long as I keep devising new ways to spill blood and crack skulls to him, my lord, Winterscale is satisfied. And that means so am I. His lips part in a feral grin. Currently, I'm dissatisfied, but you test my patience with empty babbling. Should like to ask a few questions about your presence on Quetza Temer. Really? I should like to tend to a sea serpent steak in a bottle of Calaxian Namasec. What misery, for 10 moons already I've been forced to subsist on grass, roots and insect larvae. Calligos growls restlessly. Save your questions for later, Jellybobs. I'm not talkative and hungry. Let's find a way to the old man's village, then I'll give you your audience. The old man guiltily lowers his head. The forest home of this priest and his people have always been full of wisdom and life. But the fire vein called by the outsiders from the darkness, one great moon and one small moon ago, angered the forest spirits. This priest must find his way home to the heart of Quetza Temer, perform the soothing ritual alongside his tribe. Until he does, the spirits will suffer and twist their trails. Until he does, the Starborn will not be able to return to the stars. And the first order of business is to bring the beast to the heart of the forest and calm its rage. Well, what are you waiting for, New Blood? I wandered these forests for 30 nights to not find the way to the old Twig's village. See if you can bring us luck. Move out. Maybe I should just have attacked him.
O Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Who's that? Can't. Highlighting.
I always get the job done.
Fruit gathers bodies have been savagely gnawed on by local wildlife. They were likely prevented from leaving the area by the moving forest. Bayonet chain knife. Meh. Okay. An exit over there. What's up here? Nope, gone the wrong way. That way. Another exit, maybe?
I always keep my options open.
Nope, no other exit. There's only one exit. Okay. The sweetest smell of decomposition comes from the woven baskets. For whatever reason, the fruit was left to rot under the scorching sun. Fruit and sweet tree sap used to be harvested in this clearing, but now the branches are weighed down by overripe fruit.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Yep. Seen that before. That description. We are in some kind of outpost. Containers. What's that say? Future stench of decaying flesh comes from the enforcer bodies that have not yet been torn apart by the local wildlife.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Tempestus Carapace Elite Backpack. While the wearer's weapon has a base rate of fire or strike count equal from 2 to 4, that parameter is increased by +1. It's a ranged weapon, its recoil is doubled. While the wearer's weapon has a 5 or more base rate of fire or strike count, hit chance of the wearer's burst is increased by +12. If it's a ranged weapon, the recoil is negated. The only one with that is you and your pistols. And you get +27 hit chance. And no recoil. Well, there's no recoil on those 10 on these anyway. And you're currently wearing +5 crit chance to then come of every kill. Let's have a look. What's this? 7 rate of fire. It's actually worth it because you're mostly going to hit anyway. Yeah, put it on. Doesn't affect the rate of fire. Or maybe it does. Actually, we're up to 4 now on the last pistol. What are we doing?
I've read about this.
The body of House Winterscale Seneschal has been picked clean by wild beasts, but the marks on his spine and his split skull suggest the man was sliced in two by a power weapon. Am I the only one feeling that something wrong happened here? Something we're not seeing and cannot understand? Some Jai. Calligos not here then. Calligos Winterscale set up a camp amid the remains of an ancient military encampment. Looks like he killed his own. Judging by the traces of blood, the xenos attacked the camp from high ground, reluctant to get too close. The markers of the containers date back about 500 Terran years. Inside the decayed remains and unusable equipment. Okay, blocking the way. And again, only one way out. Small mountain again. A bunker. I'm making a little map on a piece of paper next to me.
Let us not go.
Acquisition is possible.
When that many-armed monster looked at me, I saw something. An immense black shadow floating just beyond its gaze. There were no colors there at all. None.
What many-armed monster? Watch Millicent's cape.
And I heard nothing. A great big nothing. But don't worry. Whatever it is, it's far away. Right?
Is that the gene stealers?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Must be the gene stealers.
One and it's done.
Oh, there's Calligos and his mates.
My pleasure.
Searching is my observance.
And done.
Someone repurposed old containers to build a ceremonial tomb. The remains of Imperium soldiers were placed inside a long time after their death.
I always have a backup plan.
Time-worn Imperium breastplates and chainsaws gleam amid the mummified remains.
Failure is just a temporary setback.
I've rolled 100. Got stupor. Whenever a Deadeye shot from this weapon deals critical damage, it becomes stunned for 1 turn. That's not bad. Okay, we can give that to. Tattooed mummy lies in a ceremonial pose, dressed in bizarre fur attire, with a quill burned on its forehead. I hear the voices of the dead. They ran into the forest from the shadow that loomed over this world. They fought. They fought and lost.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
The unknown captain's body has been preserved thanks to the properties of the local troposphere. Traces of inky secretions are visible in his skin, evidence of poisoning by rare Drukhari toxin.
Keep your wits about you.
Nothing behind? No. Got some jerry cans of promethium there. Aha, I've got 2 exits here. Which one should I go to? Well, I'm here. Let's go to this one. The right-hand side one.
Is there money to be made?
I'm back here. Back at the Eldari. Okay. And I can't go back, can I? No. But this was only a one-way before.
The rogue trader descending into the abode of wretched serfs. Is it some sort of tradition? If so, then it is certainly not one my house has adopted.
Oh, Lady Theodora would be tickled pink to hear about a tradition like that.
But no idea what they were talking about. We went that way before. That led us to the tanks. We came from here before, which was I don't know, is that right at the start?
I always keep my options open.
Parts of the forest are obstructed by a thin grey veil emitting barely audible clicks. When Lieutenant Curtin ripples and starts moving in the direction of the rogue trader. On closer inspection, the veil turns out to be woven by many threads, led by fast-flying bugs. The hive attacks the intruder, then retreats into the foliage, leaving behind burning, itching bites and wisps of shredded web. Nope, we are somewhere else. Some kind of temple or something. Oh, shrine. The vicinity of a carefully erected place of worship is quiet and peaceful. People of Quetza Temer believe wholeheartedly in the God Emperor, albeit after their own fashion. However, adeptus ministerium would likely deem such worship as to be heretical. Go down, see what this is.
Watch your steps. Keep a sharp eye.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Gaza, my
Idiots.
presence has failed me.
This is intriguing.
What are you doing? Get out the fucking... Having all these people here just walking over traps.
Part of the trial.
Cabalite armor. Decayed Drukhari remains rest among the forests of Quetza Temer on the world's sorrowful past. She can keep that injury, don't care.
Let us not dawdle.
Last pistol. Okay, let's head south then. In the shade of the tallest trees, the Rogue Trader spots mushrooms that come up to as high as his waist. Strands of sponge-like tissue hang from under the pale lilac caps, almost reaching the ground. As soon as the Rogue Trader approaches one of the mushrooms, the strands draw in, the cap rolls up, the mushrooms spews a cloud of reddish spores. Perhaps it'd be wiser to give the place a wide berth. We're back at the containers. This did go to the bunker before. Yep, it's near the bunker.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
And we went that way before, so let's go this way. The Rogue Trader has never seen an anthill of such size before, but the most disturbing thing about it is a xenos skeleton tied to the anthill with bonds made from some unknown material. The Drukhari weapon stuck in the corpse is the only detail that can point to the perpetrator. Being eaten by ants is a horrific torture that makes the blade in the back seem like an act of mercy, the most uncharacteristic gesture for this race. We're back at the totem again. How do we get back to the tank? Because that seems to be a variation I haven't done. Let's get out here. See if it goes to the back where I just came from. Hours of wandering bring the Rogue Trader to a tall, sprawling tree. Something shiny is stuck in the foliage. Coming closer, the Lord Captain recognises an obsolete, heavy void suit model. It's been subsumed among the growing branches. A heavily damaged skull bares its teeth from behind murky glass. At least their death was quick. And we're back here. Yeah, that is the same place. Okay. And I can leave here as well.
I always have a backup plan.
No, let's go this way. This way did lead to the Eldari, which then leads to the tank. Yeah. And up here's the tank. Allegedly.
Is there money to be made?
There should be 2 exits from here. I went to the one on the right. No, somewhere new. Bugger. That's the village. I'm in the village somehow. Okay. I'm sure there are other places I missed. How long have I been recording? 47 minutes of wandering around in circles. Quality. So,
I always keep my options open.
save it here, and next episode we'll continue. Thanks for watching, everyone. I know, just wandering around, not doing much. I think there's going to be lots of talking from now on. I'll do that next episode. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.